Thank you and welcome back. My name is Faith Mwikali, as I had earlier said, and I want, as we continue, for you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and keep on liking and commenting on the comment section. Now, earlier we had talked about the kind of a customer, as we are trying to ensure that we understand how we best can ensure that our relationship with our customers are good, that we are getting the fruit of having a good relationship with our customers. So we talked about the kind of a customer we are dealing with in this generation. We talked about why do we need to have good customer service. We talked about what are customers expecting from us as the people who are selling our products and our services to them. And lastly, we looked at the qualities which are liked by customers, and that is from our side. At the moment, I want to discuss about the types of customers we have, because as you deal with these customers, as you try to understand them, you need to know that we have different types of customers. When you understand the different types of customers, then you are able to treat them, to work with them, to sell your products and your services to them in a better way. Number one type of a customer, we have customers who are always in a hurry, quite impatient. They can't wait. They come to your business and they just want to be done there, whatever they want, right away. These are customers who will give you a headache, because it's either you do what they want at that time, or you leave them, or you let the money go. And so how do you respond to such a customer who is always hurried and also impatient? Because despite of their character, or despite of their way of doing things and being in a hurry, those are customers who pay without question. Those are the customers who will pay for that need, for that service, without even bargaining, for that product, even without going at tuteremshe kidogo. And so you need that customer who is always in a hurry, who is always impatient. How do you deal with them? Get to know that whatever they need is being worked on. Customers just come to your desk, they have told what they want, and you have to process, or you have to do a few things. Let them know, give them an assurance that you're not doing something different. That whatever, even like when you get into the banks and a customer, you get to be served by a customer, the customer service, and then they go, they forward your form, and then they come back. Many a times we tend to feel like amenda akayacha huko, so they're not even serving me. You, as the person who is attending to the customer, give an assurance that whatever they need, the process is taking place. Assure them, keep on assuring them as they are there that you are working on what they need. Advise them on how long it is going to take. If it is a process, tell them it is going to take 2 hours, it is going to take 15 minutes, it's going to take 2 days. And especially where there are procedures and processes which have to be followed. Provide accurate information. Ensure that the information you are giving them, it's accurate. I usually say, when you understand a customer is impatient and hurried, and you know that something is going to be out in 1 hour, you better give them 1.5 hours. So that when it comes within an hour, you're still safe. You have 30 minutes which you are safe on. So provide accurate information, or information which you are sure by the time that thing is done, you'll still have some time to save yourself. Then thank them for being patient when they are done. Learn to thank them. Yes, it is them. Hauna customers wengine, hao ndio wako. Thank them. Tell them that thank you so much for being patient. They feel appreciated. Put a cheerful face when you're talking to them. They will understand that you have their interest at heart. That is an hurried and an impatient customer. Number two, we have customers who do not know what they want. They come to your place, and especially when you're offering services, and they're like, this is the event I have, this is what I want to be done, but I don't really know exactly what I want to be done. That is a customer who is indecisive. They have the last picture, but they don't have the process. And so with such a customer, you need to understand, you need to be also patient with them. You need to help the customer understand the need. Listen to them. Listen to what they ultimately want to get out of the services you're giving. Listen to them, help them understand their need, because yes, they have a need, but they don't even understand that need. Give them an option. Tell them that there's this option which is going to give you these results. There's this other option which is going to give you these results. Be there for the customer to explain what you're selling to them. Help the customer in deciding. I need this product within this period. If they can't get the results they want within that period, then tell them, give them an option. Tell them, you can't take this, you can take this. Help them in deciding whatever. Ask questions which are leading to illumination. Ask questions which are going to lead you to know what do they really want. Give them prompt questions, leading questions. Take them through. Take them until you understand what they really want. Because at the end of the day, if you don't give them what they really wanted, they had it in their minds, then you'll have failed that customer. And then you have to be very patient when you are dealing with a customer who is indecisive, who really do not know what they really want, but they want something anyway, and they are planning and they are willing to buy that service. Always let the customer know that you understand their needs. By listening to them, by talking to them, by giving them leading questions, by helping them understand what they really need, then you are assuring the customer that you understand their needs. Number 3, customer. There is that good customer who is never problematic. They will ask for whatever they want, and when you give them, they are good to go. Always to remember to address them by their name. Most of those good customers, if they are return customers, if they are customers who are always coming to your shop or to your business, get to understand, get to know their name and address them by their name. When you're talking to them, speak to them. Hi Faith, hi Mwikali, how Peter, address them there by their name. They like that. Engage them in small talks. How is the weather? How is Mombasa if you're in Mombasa? How is the weather in Nairobi? Engage them in those small talks. They help them a long way because they are just good. They will come, they will buy, and they will go. But you need that relationship. You have to build that relationship with them. Ensure that you always appreciate them. Tell them we are very grateful. You are among our good customers. You never give us a headache, and we really appreciate the services or whatever you're buying from us. Show concern for their success. If they bought something from you, or they are doing something which requires the services you are giving or the product you are giving, always show concern. Get to know, how is it going? How is the family doing? How is that product I sold to you? Get feedback from that customer, because they are good customers, and unless you get that information, you will never know when they are not happy and when they are happy. And then the other customer is the talkative kind of a customer. That is the customer, when they make a call, they give you all kind of stories which make sense, some do not make sense, others they just want you to listen to them. They are just talkative. They'll talk about their neighbors, they'll talk about their job, they'll talk about another product they bought from a certain person and they were not happy about. They will degrade even your product. Be careful when you're dealing with that kind of a customer. Be polite. Be polite. Interrupt them politely, because you can't stay there listening to their old stories, how they went to US and how it was there, how their relatives in Canada are doing. You can't get all those stories if you're a business person, but interrupt politely. Then ensure that you conclude the transaction, because if you don't conclude the transaction, you will stay there. So there are those talkative customers. Ensure you are the one to conclude. Okay, fine, this is the product you need. Okay, it's this much. Can I write for you a receipt? As they are talking their stories, make sure that you're interrupting politely, but you're concluding the transaction. Because if you don't conclude the transaction and you're in an area where there are so many customers, you might end up failing to serve other customers because of this who is very talkative, talking about the rains, talking about corona, talking about politics, especially at this time. Be able to conclude that transaction very politely. You may always change the talk to suit your objective. Understand the objective. Why are we here? We are here for a certain service or a certain sale we must close. Stick to the sale. Ensure that anytime they go astray of the discussion you are having, you bring them back to track. Then there are those customers who are angry 24/7. That customer gets into your shop and they are always annoyed. They are always complaining about something. They are always angry, they have no opportunity to smile. They are always be calm. And especially when they are complaining about your products. Anakuja amepiga kelele juu ya the way they were not served well. They are always angry for no apparent reason. Be the bigger person. Be calm. Never personalize their anger. Ati mteja anakujanga hapa akiwa amekasirika. No, it's not personal. It's the way they are. That is the kind of a customer. They just need the grace of God for them to stop being angry all through. Never personalize their anger. Demonstrate sincere concern for his satisfaction. If they were not satisfied about something, show concern and ensure that you satisfy what they need. Allow the customer to express their anger, and especially if they are talking about something which concerns your business, allow them to express their anger and apologize, possibly on behalf of that other person who sold the product to them, who gave the wrong services. Apologize. It won't cost you anything. You're just trying to serve this customer. Try to accommodate them, but do not overdo it. Do not let the anger get into you as well. Attempt to solve a problem. If it is a problem the customer is angry about, they are not happy about what has been done to them, it could be an issue of a company whereby some of the staff, they have not acted as it's supposed to be. Apologize on the behalf of the company, and then also attempt to resolve the problem. Always, such a customer, always keep them posted. If there's something they need to know, if there is a service they are supposed to be given, if there's something they need to wait for, keep them posted on the process and how far you are with that. They usually say that conflicts are the determination of an organization's success or failure. Conflicts are they are determinants of an organization's success or failure. So when this customer comes with those complaints, when they come with those issues, you need to understand that they are building a foundation. They are making you to understand the best way to serve them in a good way. How you handle customers, be it the angry one, be it the polite and the good one, be it those ones who are making noise all over, be it the talkative one, be it those who cannot even decide on what they want, be it the arid one. Remember, at the end of the day, how you handle them will break or make your organization or your company or your business. So it is up to you to ensure that you resolve any conflict which is coming up. How do you handle customers complain? As you've looked at, most of the angry customers, they are angry because they were not served well. Number one key important thing, listen. Learn to listen. If you're in business, if you're working in an organization, dealing with customer, number one key important thing, when you're handling their complaints, listen. Don't interrupt when a customer is complaining. Don't show them that they are not talking sense. Listen to them. Give them an hearing. One of the things I've learned about handling and resolving customers' conflict is that at the end of the day, they give you a way of sorting the issue, but you must listen. Number two, accept the feelings of the customer. It is not you who is feeling offended. It is them. It is not you who has a complaint. It is them. Accept that they have a complaint. They are addressing an issue which you must listen and you must accept. They have not come from nowhere to come and complain. Take action wherever possible. If it is in your capacity to make correction, make corrections. If it is in your capacity to ensure that it is well done, do it rightly. If it is a complaint, you can clarify the complaint. Maybe the customer is on the wrong, but they didn't understand what they are talking about. Clarify. Ensure that you clarify the complaint well. Then be cheerful and be helpful. I mean, when you're dealing with customers' issues and complaints, always be cheerful. Show the customer that you're ready to help them. Show the customer that you're willing to solve the problem. Then the other thing is escalate the complaint. If it is not in your capacity to be able to sort out the issue, then escalate the complaint to the relevant authorities where it can be handled well and good results can be attained. Apologize to the customer. An apology will not cost you anything apart from understanding why the customer is complaining and saying you're sorry for yourself, for the company, for the other people, and make the customer feel at home. Never talk down on a customer. Never show them how useless they are, how unrealistic they are, how insensible they are. They have a right to complain if they feel offended. Listen to customers. Even if it is them who are on the wrong, explain to them. Let them understand. But you go to some places and they are outright, no, hiyo kwa shida yangu, hiyo shida ilikuwa yako. It becomes a problem, your problem, as long as there is a complaint. Do not take complaints personal. You know, there are people, when you complain about their services they were given, when you complain about what happened, most of the times they are taken personal. Then do not blame somebody else for those complaints. You know, blame shifting. Many people, they learn to shift blames from this person to the other person, you know, and at the end of the day, you're not able to know who made the mistake. You know, and at the end of the day, you find that the problem is not solved. Learn to take responsibility. Do not always shift blame to another person. Do not blame the customer. Please, 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 please be very careful. Even if it is the customer who is in the wrong, do not blame the customer. Give solution, not blame game. And then be calm and rational. Think through it. Empathize with the customer that, yes, this was very wrong. We feel how you felt and you're very sorry. Empathize with the customer quite well. Be a good listener. If it's a customer who has given a complaint again and again and you know the customer, get their names right. So they are called John and you're calling them Paul. It becomes another issue. You don't even know my name. You're calling me somebody else's name. You know, get their names quite well. Be observant and sensitive and also tactful. As the customer is placing that complaint to you, be observant. Be sensitive on how you respond to them because their feelings have been hurt. And here you're dealing with somebody who is already hurt, who is already feeling offended, who already feels like they were not given what they deserve. Be very sensitive and tactical on how you respond to them. Be sincere on whatever you say. Be honest. If you're not able to sort the issue, as I've said, escalate it. Don't pretend that you're going to sort it while you're not going to sort it out. Don't pretend that you're in a capacity to sort it while you are not. Let another person, let them be sincere with them that I'm not able to take this, I'm not able to handle this, but somebody else is going to handle. Then be loyal, be sincere, be honest, stick with them. Be the one to stick with them because you need them more than they need you. And then the other thing you need to do as you handle your customer's complaint is that admit when you are wrong. When you've done something wrong, please admit and ensure that you make correction after confession that you are on the wrong and you're very sorry about it. Always smile to your customers. Everybody loves to be smiled to, and you know, a smile makes a difference. It makes a difference in our lives, and it tells the customer that you have them at heart, that you are enjoying the conversation despite of it being a complaint. Then it shows that you are together with them. So we stop there for today. Thank you so much for standing with me and being here to listen to me as we talk about customer service. Next week we'll be talking about how do you win a customer to your side, and then we'll also talk about the 10 commandments of customer service. Till then, see you, and make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel.